just too scared to be lonely. No one's safe from the reaper. Not a saint nor a sinner. Rage under my skin, slowly descending to madness. Let it spread like a virus. Be a friend with the violence. Help, there's blood on my head.
All right, we are back on Minecraft on Thursday. Here we are. All right. I was just doing some. I got one more thing here. Just trying to do some maintenance in the shops that I have on here. Just keeping those renewed. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, been a couple days since I've been on. Okay. Well, here we are. Back at it. Oh, I've got some new neighbors for the shops here. That was not here a few days ago. It was here a few days ago. Both of these spots were empty not too long ago. Anyway, just my little shop here. I'm gonna head on over to the base. Let's see what we can get into here. I thought about just getting some stuff set up. My computer's running a little slow today. I was trying to do some, there we go. Okay, well, that's back up and running. I was trying to do the voting for the server, but, like, all the links are just frozen. Okay, now they're starting to work. 1 second. Well, I'm doing that. So, this server has, like, 7 different sites. You can vote for it and get vote points that go towards your rank, so you can rank up on the server. Unfortunately, a lot of these take a long time to load up. I don't know what. I mean, I'm on, there we go. There went one of them. I'm on the wrong server to be doing that. Hold on. Let's go back to servers. Servers. Trying to have all the money go onto there because I don't have as much money on that server. Let's see here. Website not load up. Let's go home at least. Home B. If this one I don't have is built up as well, it's mostly just a storage area, and I started clearing out an area down here to make another big hole. I had a mob farm set up over there. It's kind of ugly right now, but it just goes down to here. That's all I have for XP. Just come in here and oh, there it goes. Okay, caught up. That was weird. But yeah, there's that. Let's get back over to those vote sites and see if I can get those finished up. Still loading. Still loading. Still loading. I'm on a fiber connection here in my office, so it's not my internet. Could it be the computer? Possibly, yes. There we go. Okay. Weird. There's one more voted for. Let's see here. Let's get this one. That one. Guess I just have to. Let's see here. CurseForge seems to be the worst. They've had all kind of problems, from like viruses being in their downloads some time ago. Typically, of all the vote sites that this server uses, CurseForge is hit and miss as to whether their website's going to be working. Okay. Let's check it out. Vote GUI. Yeah, I've got 2, 3, and 7 that haven't gone through yet. Make sure I'm just going to close all these tabs out and open those back up. 2, 3, and 7. Sorry if I'm missing any chats. It's actually freezing that that tab up too, so I can't see. Sorry. 2, 3, and 7. 2. 2, 3. Let's see here. Close Chrome out and open it back up. All right. Let's see what's this say now. 2, yeah, still 2, 3, and 7. Let's do that. Open tab. 2, 3. It shouldn't be the case, but sometimes it is. That one, Curse Forge, is right there. And one more. This shouldn't have taken this long, by the way. Oh. Okay, I think that should do it. Let's see what it says there. Is it going to give us all of them? This is the one that takes a while. There it goes. That's all of them. Okay. I am going to, let's see, get the right tab back up here for our stream. Keep an eye on chat. Nice. Okay. We're back. Oh, sweet. Okay, so somebody just hopped on here, followed me, sent a message before I even started the stream. I was in my pre-stream thing. It says, you have a wonderful stream, and then, like, they've noped out and deleted their account. So, those are the interactions you don't want on here at all. They can go find someplace else to mess with people. Okay. Anyhow, let's get back over to the Phoenix server and get started here. Loading. All right, here we go. Okay, so I've got, let's see, all my stuff set down here because that's what we do. I don't know a lot of these people. There's a few of them that have been around for a long time. But I also don't really interact much on here, I try to say to myself, because I don't really feel like it. I can get rid of these signs. That thing's not here anymore. I need to get back in there. So we've got all these cells set up. We haven't built a place for these librarians yet. They need their own little library right here, I think. We did this quarry. This stonemason house. That played out good. My camera's not on, is it? Camera on. Let's see if that works. Waiting for it. There it is. Okay. There I am. Yay. That's me. Oh, cool. Sorry, clearing notifications off my phone because I get distracted by them. We got the mountainside through here filled in last stream. I think that was wonderful, and we started blending in the base a little bit more. We left this little quarry area and a slight cave there. We might dirty this up a bit. We don't want that solid face there. And I think that gives us a good spot to really work through getting this figured out. We even went all the way over there. Yeah, this is really good. We're gonna come through here and make all this moss eventually. And by that, I think like my rules are generally like the first 2 or 3 blocks are your moss, and then leave the stone below. So, but we might have to go all moss just because we have 2 different stone textures there. So I don't feel like going back through and breaking it out and putting a different block in. So, yeah, this is going to be bringing this up to that and digging out more deep slate in this area. We have lots of area behind here that we can dig back through. It goes back further than that even. I'm trying to think where my back wall is. Got rid of that. Let me grab a stick real quick. EC. So even here, we're still in my territory. Yeah, way back this far. So like we there's plenty. Blah, 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 get my words out. There's plenty of room to dig back in there and kind of blend this into the terrain or to the wall and all that. So this thing, I still haven't figured out what I want to do. I like this, but with the mountainside coming in here, it's probably not going to blend out. That middle part is going to stay regardless. We're going to have this big cylinder in here, even if our mountain slopes are, if it has to blend in with the mountain slope. This side over here, I don't know what to do because I can't, I don't, like, this is the very far back end of what my property is, and I can't expand that direction anymore. So we either have a really steep, and this is I was just experimenting with, if I did a 2-block, what is it, 2 to 1, I don't know. If I did this slope, that would get me up to the top there. We'd probably have to come out some more from that occasionally. Like this road could probably be our line. But all the way across this side, yeah, we could do that though. It'd have to be out to there, which is the road makes it fine. And then this can come out this way. That might change the line here, but it's really not a problem. This way, again, we have plenty of room. It's just this one side, and I might have to check with see if anybody's on. And the admins are on. And see if I can just expand over that direction a little bit, so I don't have to worry about it. Because there's one building up top. Let's see here. We're not supposed to go like. Okay, figure out where I'm at. Like, first stay 50 blocks away from other people's builds, and there's this little building here. But if let me just double check and scan across here, make sure nothing else has been built in this area. Nothing back there. That's good. Let's go check out front. I might be okay, but I'd still make sure and ask and get permission. Because I would love to expand over this way and not have to worry about an awkward slope there. Looks like this is all clear. No, there's that too. This is an obvious base, so I don't, like. Let me just go to double check in here and see. There's not. Sometimes people have weapons in there that have names on it, and it's very clear that it belongs to somebody. So this would be the only other place. But honestly, let's see. I'm not. No, I am. Okay. Let's see. Anybody on? No. It's possible. Let me just look through the list here. No. All right. I'll have to catch somebody and ask them another time and see, because then that take care of that slope side. I could even if I could just come over another 20 blocks, it would make it a lot easier. It's just we've got those two buildings, which clearly somebody started, but hey, welcome to the stream. I don't give those out. My Instagram, I mean, you could find it. Pretty sure. I don't use it a lot. It's just there. I don't even know if I have any posts on it. I just created it a few weeks ago. Same username is here. So I'm sure you're trying to show me some artwork and you want me to buy stuff from you, but I don't do that. But if you want to be on here and sincerely enjoy the stream, you're welcome to follow and watch what we're doing. I'm just kind of looking around as I talk. Let's do some work on the overground, the overworld, the over whatever I'm calling this. One thing I don't like is the snow that comes out here, and one thing we can do is put more lamps around. So let's go back to the base, home D. What kind of lamps do we have? Not much of that. I'll tell you what, let's go find search shop. Frog lamps, frog lights, whatever they are. We're going to see who has a good deal on those. All right, 300 for 32. 250 for 32, but they're out. Okay, doesn't help if you're out. 200 for 32. Elusive has a really good deal on that, it looks like. Ed's a little more expensive. We're gonna go to Elusive's shop and buy some frog lights. Sell you sand? No thanks. I need all my sand. Ochre and verdant. Oh, there's pearlescence. Okay. Is there a reason that you skipped over? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sea lanterns, they're far more expensive. Glowstone, also expensive. Trim lights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not? I thought I did 4. There we go. Okay. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna throw some of these into storage because we don't need all of them. One of each of those in storage. Okay, that should be good. Now the problem is, I did not hang in that same location. We need to do it up here too. We need to, we're gonna have to put a lot of lights out here to keep this from, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take those. I know, it's ridiculous because I have a ton of this around, but, excuse me. We're gonna just put this around like that. Those lights will eventually melt the snow around it and prevent more snow from coming in. That's the bad thing about snow removal. You need a lot of light. Keep it out. There we go. Right there as well. Anyway, and honestly, I mean, it's going to be hard. Like, you'll have to get more snow on the ground in order to see if it's going to stick around. Like that one I broke, and I can't even remember where it was at. It's now gone. So you could also do that. You can just throw torches underneath a moss carpet. It's a lot cheaper. This is something I'll just have to keep visiting and see where else I need to put them. I would say right here. Probably right here. As well as here. Oh, box. Yeah, we need snow to see what else we can do there. Okay. I've still got some paths to lay out. Looks like I'm just doing grass or dirt and just I'm not outloading them yet. We're just doing the basics of it. Let's get our dirt, which was down there. We had a shoulder of dirt where we left off. Is it for the underground paths? Over here, yeah. We had a shoulder of dirt. Right. One of these. Moss. Oh, there. We'll take that. And go back. Cool. Now let's get some dirt out and ready to go here. Which one was it? Dirt. So we're going to build some paths today. How about that? It's funny. Definitely need that shovel. I'm going to get rid of the lights. We'll probably need some more of those, but we'll see. So anyway, I want to get some custom trees done on here eventually. They're a pain in the butt though. You know what else I needed? We need to go grab some boom. Let's see, throw that in there too. Why not? Just throw it all. So we need to get some spruce slabs. My words were escaping me. That's not the slabs. There it is, right there. Oops. Well. Didn't mean to grab that. Okay, let's go back. All right. Need some slabs out. So let's open our shulker up and grab a couple of those. Put that away, get this down here. There we go. We're gonna put our edge right about here. There's dirt behind it. You know what? We could it's totally in my way. There we go. This shouldn't take long. We won't do all the paths. I just want to do a little bit of this up here. As far as the layout up top, I want this to be a little more like I just hit him a little bit. You can get out of my way. Okay, yeah, let's see here. This is gonna go away. We're gonna do if only I had something that could break that easily. Fix that. That needs to go. You got to kind of decide, like, how important was this path? How wide would the path be? Did it have a lot of foot traffic? Like this. And things like that, because that'll determine like how big you make the path, how big you need to keep it, and things like that. Right here, when there's an intersection, you don't want it to be like, you don't want it to come straight in at a full 90. You want a little bit of a twist, because edges cut, because like people aren't going to be like, ooh, I should go here and then make a turn. You know, they're going to be like, hey, I should just go ahead and get there sooner. honestly, they might even just walk across here. So, but we'll see. We'll see if we're going to take it that far. Let's move that light over just a hair. Let's see here. Get that. Get that. There we go. Okay, that's better. Yeah, because you could easily have people that we need reasons for them to have to walk here, right? Instead of cutting across. And honestly, this one would have come all the way through here probably. I don't know. There's a reason they came up here instead. And really, it's more for the people that came from this direction and cut over here that want to go down that path. So we'll probably put something here that would keep them from going that direction and cutting through. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. The next level of this path. I got distracted. The struggle is real, my friends. The struggle is real. All right. Some stuff there. Oh yeah, I got to do those too. I forgot about that. Time is 9:20. We're still good. I still got it in. Good solid hour still before anything going on. First client of the day. All right. Okay. All right. I've been getting a lot of scam emails, and like, it's on an email account that I don't use for stuff. You know, like, it's one of these things where it's not like, it doesn't have a name in front. It's just like, since it's part of my business, it's one of those email accounts that's like a generic one. And they'll take the handle at the beginning of the email address, and they'll write that down as the name. And I'm like, it's not even a real name, my friend. And it's not an email account that I use for anything, you know, like I don't use it for setting up like credit card accounts or anything like that. So like, this one was from Capital One allegedly, and they're like, oh, there's, you know, weird activity on your account, and you know, and whether or not I have anything with Capital One, regardless of that, like, it's not even like an account I would use for that, you know. So the first thing you think is like, oh wow, do I have an account there? And then after that, it's like, wait, even if I did have an account, that's not the email address I use for that. So I think these scammers just try. I mean, they just send stuff out, and they figure, you know, if we only get a small percentage of this right, then they make, you know, they get something off of it. But you've got to get it right, and you've got to convince the people. So it's kind of like, you know what? It's really a shot in the dark there. Anyway, it's weird. There's a lot of scam stuff out there, so be cautious when you get unsolicited emails. I haven't told like my lease company, like they were sending me something to sign some papers without telling me there was going to be papers to sign, and I refused to sign it. I'm like, you know what? Nobody's told me that I'm supposed to be getting something to sign. Like, you haven't communicated that. So there are scammers out there that send you these documents to sign in order to get you into some legal arrangement that you haven't agreed to initially. And like, if you're going to be sending stuff for me to sign, you need to let me know by email or whatever. Because like, there's scams going around out there, and you know what? You don't want to be involved in that. So I just realized I don't want this path right here. I want it to come over there. So I'm just going to make a couple quick edits. But be smart. Be smart when it comes to avoiding scams and stuff. Like, and that's why it's good to have different emails set up for different things. Like, you know, your important stuff, you have an email for that. And it's not like you can get, even, you know, right now I have a business, so I have web domains that I own or rent technically. And I have email set up to those, but like I also have another email address that's the main one I use. It's not even related to the business stuff, but I still use it for business stuff, right? Excuse me. So like, I don't, you know, I mean, it's kind of, I know like whenever I get these spam email addresses about my domain hosting, things like that, I'm like, that's not the admin address that I use for my domain hosting. So like, why is he? That's not legit, because they wouldn't email me there about that. So just, I think that's why it's good to have, man, different email addresses to use for different stuff. Like, have one that you just send all your spam, like you're signing up for lists and things like that. Things that'll get like spam emails sent to. And then you can, you know, just not read that stuff as much, or go through and clean that out, get rid of things that you don't want around. Oh. Main thing is be smart. If it doesn't look legit, question it. I'm not saying I do it perfectly. I mean, it's possible I could get caught up by something, but it's all about being cautious, using a little bit of brain smarts to figure it out. There was one that I thought almost got me. I won't go into details on that, but I actually, you know, followed up in person about it with the organization they said they were representing, and they're like, nope, that's not us. I'm like, okay, thank you. So, I mean, that's kind of more than you generally have to do with things, but sometimes it's better to make that awkward phone call to a place than to, you know, lose several $100. People don't think you're going to do that. And I've got one email coming in now with another similar scam, and I'm like, are you really doing something for those people? Because, I mean, and you better dadgum believe, before I send somebody money, I'm going to verify that it's accurate, right? Facebook's gotten really bad about that over the last several years. I had one, and we're just talking a lot here. One case where, like, because like people will spoof other people's accounts, right? And one, they'd spoof this elderly lady's account at our church, right? This older lady, and they were trying to like message me, and I'm like, first of all, she's not going to message me on Facebook. Second of all, she's in the backside of the church right now working in the kitchen. Like, this isn't even legit. I'm like, so I went and just to verify that, I'm like, hey, you're not trying to send me a message on Facebook right now? She's like, no. I'm like, I didn't think so. Somebody's trying to spoof your account. So like, these people don't like now, granted, that's not generally the case, that the person they're trying to pretend to be is going to be like near you or anything, but it's like, yeah, no. But there's a lot of those where like, hey, I'm stuck in this country and I need you to send me money. Well, how do you verify that that's the real person? Because a lot of times it isn't. And a lot of these people wouldn't contact me if they needed help. So, I mean, they have other people they'd be contacting, so I'm not high on their list. Either way, like, you got to be careful with the scams that are out there. Okay, well, anyway, we got this this path connected through. That was a little bit of work done up top. I know there's plenty more we could do with those. I don't think I even laid a path around the base of this yet. Get around there, like a big perimeter path there. I haven't decided what's going to happen over here. I built a little bit. It was kind of connecting. I think I added to it though. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe just the top layer. Connector. This is just a wasteland over here. There's nothing much going on. So let's head back over here into our main area. All right. Some of these were cave openings were at that kind of naturally went down into what we're doing underneath. I've left. They're pretty cool to fly around with Elytra. I just don't have mine. Yeah, this is behind our mountain. That's right. It comes in here. I don't know what I want to do with that, because that's going to be awkward to come in behind the mountain ultimately. So we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll leave a little, see if I catch that one. Yep, I did. I'll leave a little opening in this mountainside, like a cave opening. We might dig out there to, oh, another one. Look at that. To make that continue to be part of what's the terrain. Anyway, here we are back down underneath. Oh, excuse me. I need to keep drinking this Mountain Dew so I wake up. I've discovered that caffeine doesn't really wake me up, though. Sometimes it just makes me more tired. That's the ADHD talking, though. Okay. What do we want to put between these buildings? We could just do decoration and stuff. We could do all kind of things. We could do another house of some sort. There's all kind of buildings that need to be made here. We could sit something back here and have like a open area, a garden thing. I don't really know. I like the excuse me, the chaoticness of this as far as the different build styles. I just don't know. Like we need to do some more stuff. We need to tie things around this mountainside. What if we have a walkway out of this building? Maybe lower. Maybe this part opens up and then they have like a I am a little concerned about this mountainside here, how I'm going to tie that in with these buildings. I haven't even bothered like laying out the mountain edge to this. I think there's going to be a lot more digging over here. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot more digging there. I think the base is going to cut back through here. It's going to have to be back behind that building. I'm probably going to build more of this actual building that's down here, kind of tie it in. So yeah, the base of that is probably going to follow this line-ish. I probably have dug into the mountain a bit to make these buildings. Let's see. Let's get that up here. We're going to dig a lot out. I have like a mountain, like a ridge up here, like a line that I initially thought I'd follow. But I'm not really sure. There's still a lot of digging that has to happen in this place, basically, is what I'm saying. And unfortunately, even with this pick being efficiency 7, It is not not gonna dig this stuff out quick. So I know that's boring, which I guess is part of the reason I've kind of not done much in this world, because I got a lot of boring stuff ahead of me. Says the guy that dug this entire hole out. I did, however, have one player come in and help me dig a little bit, and I can't even remember the name. It was just Banana. I don't think it's the same Banana that's in chat here now, in the server chat. But yeah, talked about music a little bit while we dug, because, you know, music's kind of important here. Music's never going to be not important in my life. I'll just say that. That's one reason I like to have like this background music as we're playing here, because it I don't know, it just kind of feels in the space. It makes it feel happier. It makes it feel more pleasant to watch and enjoy. There we go. All right. If anyone knows a way to get rid of server chat without without not being able to use commands, I know I can turn off. I say that. I think if I turn off the chat, it totally blocks my ability to do commands and everything. So I don't know if that's the right solution, but my other option is to put something like an overlay there. I know right now my head's kind of blocking some of it, but sometimes they don't have any restrictions on what people can and can't say in chat here. So, which, I mean, a lot of servers are that way now. It's really hard to find one that isn't. But I mean, I like the server itself, so I'm not too concerned with it. But if anybody knows a way that we can cover that up, I don't mind at all. I can do that. Just gonna randomly work on clearing some things out here. So yeah, we've got a lot of digging to still do. I had a really cool QR code sitting here. I'm gonna put that QR code back in our build somewhere. Don't worry about that. It was server approved. I made sure. I made sure that the staff was okay with it. And yeah. But I might have a second one with my actual channel. I think it'd be cool to have something on here to get people to view the channel, check it out, view the stream. You know. Let's get this dug in a little bit more here. I just want to get an idea of what it's going to take to blend these in well. We're going to have to build the building over a little bit this way, I think. Excuse me. Let me do about that. Really, the way that one's leaning, we already got like okay. They've got a anti-X-ray texture pack on here. If you just saw that little glitch that happened there, and basically every block that can't be seen, when it's not visible, it's actually textured as an ore of some sort. So if someone were to try to X-ray, they would literally see ores everywhere. And sometimes when there's a little bit of block lag, you see stuff that's not really there. It's a minor thing, but I get what they're doing. Trying to find ways to keep people from cheating, which, you know, it's all good. But like I just saw some diamonds show up on the side that weren't really there. They quickly disappeared. And that's a unfortunate side effect of it, but does work. Let me turn on my hit boxes real quick so I can see if I drop anything. I also need to make sure we clear our inventory up so that we can put stuff away properly. Put all that there. We need to put stone or spruce slabs in there. There's room for stone here. Random stuff. Let's put in there right now. This is stuff we're going to continue collecting. All the old things that we don't need. Gravel's still going to come in. Let's throw that in there. And let's go through this shulker down there. I'm not having a good focus day. Very clearly. And that one. Keep it down here too. And we probably need to get now there might be some stone to pick up. Let's throw the stick back into the ender chest. Boom. Let's go here. Okay. All right. Home D. We want to get a bunch of shulkers because it's going to take a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we do not need our hoe for this part. Probably not. No, we do need the shovel. We do have some stuff to dig out. I think that's everything we need to put away. Don't really need the axe, but it's either that or the sword. We need some kind of defensive weapon to get rid of things. Oh, hey there. Please get on my way. Okay. Stone. Let's go back. So what we want to do is get a shulker for cobbled deep slate. Probably should put it in there. Shulker for tough. And then a random shulker as well. There we go. Okay. Let's get digging. Let's see what our grid lines are, because sometimes I tend to try to do this by chunks. Yeah, that's this next chunk here. So we'll just go ahead and grab the top of this chunk here. It's easier to like feel like you've made progress if you can do one chunk at a time and just knock it down. The difference is this one we're trying to get to a certain level. We're not just trying to take it all the way down to the bottom. So when we get toward the bottom, we got to start figuring out what our base is going to look like. Because like this, we're going to just to kind of get our direction in here with this. Now we're digging into that chunk. That's good. All right, so right about there. I guess what I'm saying is I don't know the best direction to go with this, so I'm going to change directions quite a bit. And again, this slope could change some as we get into it. getting there. The main thing is we've got to make it a good solid line down to, like, it's got to be below this, equal to or below that when we get down here, right? I'm gonna do like that. It's gonna blend it in this way. I feel better about that already. Okay, there's that, and pull this over here. Oop. Oops, put another torch there. Don't want to totally burn it out. It's getting better. It's getting there. Okay. That one needs to go, and this can go here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go. All right. Okay. And just a little bit more. We're going to keep bringing this over, and we've got no interior on these at all. I just didn't. I mean, they're closed off on the outside anyway, so we don't really have a reason to do interior there. Okay, let's get right to here, and almost brought that line down where we wanted at, to the chunk here. Just a little bit more, and we'll have this area. Then we'll have to kind of blend it in as we get further into this, but we can start bringing things down. When it starts to meet this line here, we can work that in. But all this is going to go down at least to that level, if not lower. And we'll kind of figure it out from there. But there's a lot of cobbled deep slate to get here. I love building with cobbled deep slate, or with deep slate in general, so I don't mind it. I mean, this is kind of, in a way, collecting resources, and I like to have plenty of, hey, thanks for joining the stream. Just doing some, really, I mean, digging deep slate is the most fun thing you can do in the game. Not really. But I've dug a lot of deep slate in this world, as you can see. So thanks for joining the stream this morning. Glad to have you here. How are the games coming? You getting those finished up? There's something very satisfying about digging blocks out in this game, and I'm glad it's a thing, because I think that's what's made it so popular. I mean, there's a lot of other things too, but for some people, just digging and just digging and digging, it's very soothing. And you can tell from the size of this hole underneath the ground here that I've done a lot of digging. Okay. Little vampire fighting game. All right. Seasonal games are fun. So these mountain slopes, I've realized this side's going to have a lot dug out in order to blend in with what I currently have. I don't want to get rid of these buildings, so I didn't want to slope a mountain through where they're at. So we've got to go behind them and slip that in. Now the problem is this is gonna, there might still be a cliff here. I don't know. I'm sure there's another way to do it, but right now I'm bringing it down to this, and that'll continue sloping. It might be that the mountain got dug out a little bit for this thing to even be here. Because this would follow right through here, I think. Yeah, that's still above the roof line. It would it'll work out right there, but again, we have a flat area here. It's just it's not my favorite way, but again, some of this was built before I even had a grand plan for this area, so it's either tear it down and rebuild or just kind of try to work around it. And I'm trying not to do a lot of tearing down and rebuilding in this world anymore, because like there were up here, there were like pathways and walkways all through the air up here that weren't originally in the air. Well, like this is something that's left over. There's like a perimeter walkway like this that went around the whole thing at this level. This is just one of the farms I have set up. But I didn't like it. So when I finally came up with a master plan for this, I started tearing it all out, and it was ridiculous. So I don't want to do a ton of that with these buildings that I've been working on. I like this building here, and I want to keep that style. So, but also some early work on trying to do like a multiple building style area that's been like, they built something and then some other people came in later and built something on top of it that was their own way, and so on. So that's why all this is kind of slammed together with multiple building styles to it. Like even this, you know, we added this library after the fact. Like this other building was back here, like an old jail or something. I don't know. They have iron bars for windows. And then this was added on to the side here. They just kind of built into it. So that's kind of the aesthetic I was going with this area. And it seemed to work out. It's not my best, but it's something. So I want to try to dig this mountain down in a way that preserves the buildings that are here. And maybe this gets a steeper slope right here that would better fit below that building, because I think if I can bring it down to like around here as my slope, then I'll probably end up being okay. Grab that. That would just leave a little bit of flat mountain there that they dug into. So I'll probably do that. I mean, either way, all this has to come out before I can even get that worked out. So whether we keep the slope the way I first laid it out here, this top line, or if I go with the lower one, this has to go away. So that's why I'm just mining my life away here. Because I realize a lot of the stuff we want to build down below, these mountain slopes are kind of important for that. And I go back and forth as to like, is it quicker to mine the deep slate, or is it quicker to like mossificate it and just dig up the moss? Because the moss is you dig it up quicker, but then the whole process of turning it into moss takes a little bit. So I've yet to do the scientific studies on that. But also, if I dig it up, I have the blocks I can use later. And if I turn it into moss, I typically use that to make more bone meal to make more moss with, and then I don't have any blocks at all to show for that, other than bone meal blocks. So, which there tends to be an excess of after the fact. But my love for building with deep slate tells me to dig the blocks up and keep them. So here we are digging deep slate. Do, 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 do. Hold on. 10 o'clock. Why is somebody here? No? Okay. Sorry. I heard somebody outside. It's too early for anybody to be here yet, so. Okay. So when I was digging this big hole out, I went like chunk by chunk, and oh, looks like I'm full. Which one am I in? This one, this one. There we go. There we go. So I would just take one chunk at a time, and originally it was down to the deep slate level-ish, because like you start getting deep slate up here, but then you've got several levels that mix together. When you get down to here, it's pretty much just deep slate and no stone. So originally I was bringing it down to deep slate, and then I started digging through the deep slate. So it's two different sets of digging there. But I believe this is 18 by 18 chunks, the main perimeter. It does go back a little further in some areas, but that was kind of the size I made this. Which ultimately, like when I start looking at it now, and I'll take the grids off or fly around because they're annoying, but I kind of feel like it's small. I can't do like big builds down here. The build itself's big, right? The overall with the mountains and everything's a big build, but like it's not a huge area. I mean, I could put a lot of smaller buildings, medium-sized buildings. Nothing huge though. So I don't know. I still would like to have the hanging walkways and such that I had originally had up here, something like that. I just got to find a way to make them look nice. So we're going to get all the stuff built down below, and then come up with a plan for what we're going to do up top. And maybe I'll abandon that. But like my original plan, vision for this, I should say. What have I got? Oh, stone rather. It's tough. Excuse me. Was just all these like walkways and stuff, just this industrial thing up above. But honestly, like what's happening down here doesn't fit with that. So we'll see. Maybe there's a way we can work it in, get the original vision still in there, and kind of do something along those lines. But I don't know. Because I've still got this little build up here, which is just the bottom of the staircase that comes down. It's like a landing area. Matter of fact, I think my home for that, excuse me, is landing. Not the hiccups. I have a couple boxes here. Excuse me. Sorry, try to hold my breath to get rid of the hiccups. Do I actually have a water? I do have a water set up there. Okay. I'm just double checking that. I try to make all drops in here safe for people. Anyway, but the plan was to be able to have this where you could traverse it on foot. So this was going to be a, we had a drop and then a water elevator to come back up here. That is gone at the moment, but it shall come back eventually. Goodness. Yeah. Dude, this one chunk just seems so small in the grand picture of what we're doing here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hiccups. Can never get enough tough either. That's another, excuse me, block I prefer to build with. Excuse me, I'm trying not to talk much with these hiccups that just suddenly came on. I know it'll not good for it. Excuse me. If you're still there, what kind of Halloween game are you making? Excuse me. I don't need to care. That. Excuse me, man. These hiccups are just getting me today. I do occasionally get them. They're not something that happen like just randomly. Usually they're sometimes after eating food I'll get it. Especially spicy food, that'll sometimes do it, but I must have breathed the wrong way or something. It just threw things out of sync here. But it's annoying. Goodness. Who's this artist on this one? Excuse me. Elliot King's. Where's Mykyl? It seems like I've had that one. Maybe some of these people just sound similar. Anyway. So I've been trying to make progress in Satisfactory, and talk in between these. I've come to realize that like I don't have a lot of the a lot of factory stuff set up. I've got like I'm still just producing the basic stuff, the lower level things, and I'm still trying to get all those settled in. I need to start working on some of the next stage. I've unlocked a lot of things in the progression in the tech tier. I just unlocked like nuclear power, but I am nowhere near actually using the nuclear power yet. I'm gonna make sure all my other things are set up and running well. Excuse me. I really need to solidify coal. I could probably even, excuse me, go as far as like switching to like compacted coal for that, and then I've just unlocked, excuse me, the diluted fuel alternate recipe. That means I need to go through all those setups and make them more efficient for power production, because I think with diluted fuel you can I picked that up full. You can get more fuel made from the same source. I don't know, there's lots of things I need to do with it. Why is that? Oh, okay. But it's like as soon as I get things set up, it's time to upgrade. And that's kind of where like I got all these things set up with the Mark II miners, but then I just unlocked Mark III miners. So granted, I do not have plants set up, factories set up to produce the resources I need to upgrade everything to Mark III miners, so we're still kind of at that point. But moving forward with it, I can start, you know, making plants based on the Mark III miners output and all that. So, which is only a problem on a pure node, because a pure node would output 1200 per minute, and that requires Mark VI conveyors, and I don't have those unlocked yet in the game. That's going to be a tier 9 technology. But given that, like if I went ahead and set up all the factories to run and handle 1200 per minute, then like at least it would just be future proofed. So that's kind of my thought. Granted, with the ones, the normal nodes, like I could still I could just go ahead and set them up as is. Like if the tier 3 or the Mark III miners would give us 600 per minute on those, just go ahead and set it up as 600 per minute. Like I don't need to merge two of them together necessarily. If we just run it at that, then we're good. Like there's nothing nothing that would change the way it's going to output stuff. Excuse me, man. So I'm thinking I'll probably do that, because the Mark V belts will definitely handle I think 750, 780, somewhere up there. So the 600 per minute that the Mark III miner's putting out is not a problem. That does mean I need to unmerge some supplies that I put like 300s together. Excuse me. And oh no. But I keep going back and doing that instead of like setting things up to get the higher level supplies crafted. So that becomes a problem, because I need those higher level supplies. I need something to be auto crafting these. I'm still manually crafting. And that becomes a bottleneck as we try to progress. Anyway, that's satisfactory. There's a lot of things to think through and get figured out, and I just need to start building the even if it's stuff I have to redo later, some of the higher level factories to start getting these things produced. But in Minecraft, I need to be digging out all this deep slate in order to get our mountains, because I feel like the mountains are going to keep us from building down below as far as the way we want things to be. That's why we are digging deep slate. Deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. I don't know, like, I don't know if I would run out of deep slate anytime soon. Same thing with stone and cobble. Excuse me, I just got so much of it that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all of it, but that's why I've been selling a lot of the stone. Even the stone that I collect, I've been selling by the shulker, and that sometimes gets sold out. Partly because I don't stock my shop often enough, but I got a good solid supply of it, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh man, I feel like this is going to be a shorter stream today with these hiccups that have taken over my entire existence, and I was planning on taking a break to do a lesson and coming back in here, but I might just have to call it in about 10 minutes or so. Make this a shorter stream today. Not as much going on with excuse me, those are loud and annoying, so I don't want to keep doing that. All right, that's kind of the general idea. We're getting closer to down here at the building, so we'll keep digging in there and getting this. I might have to reshape it a bit as we get lower. Well, we'll get this knocked out. One chunk at a time, and I mean, honestly, it's what, 18 chunks across, and we aren't even going through all, like, just a chunk or two there that we're not doing, so, and then probably on the other end, we'd have the same deal. We don't have to worry about digging in as much over there, because we don't think we have buildings over there. Let's just double check that real quick once I get this layer here out. Yeah, we've got, our mountain comes out there, so we've got, let's see, I wouldn't count that one, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more to do. But honestly, again, if this mountain came out at this point, I might not even have to dig out some of these. We'll just have to see what we'll get into there. Yeah. Oh, dear. Okay. If I was at home, I'd probably go grab a spoonful of peanut butter to get rid of these hiccups, because that typically works. It's really weird. I don't know why that does that, but it does. Don't hold my breath while I eat it. Like the other thing is drinking water. Like if you just drink and drink, it's kind of like holding your breath, but gives you something to do while you're holding your breath. That's done. Right there. Get this on here. And we had a random box somewhere, excuse me, with other things in it. I think we're just gonna use a gravel box to throw that in. And then this is the tough box here. Look at all that cleaned out. just throw that up there. Okay, I try to keep this organized. It looks better, much better that way. Much better. Oh, goodness. Okay, this is where we start getting into the area that would be below. This is when I'm starting to think maybe we should go ahead and dig this out as well. Yeah, I'm gonna like it better if our slope's a little lower here, or steeper. Yeah, don't like that. We'll make it look better, don't worry. A little bit lower could work, and then we'll come in. Yeah, we'll blend all that in. It's gonna end up looking better before we're done. So let's get all these resources out of here, and then we will. Great. Fill those holes back in. Which are probably going to be dug out anyway when I make this slope steeper. Well, I was kind of trying to follow the natural one from this cave, I believe, but this doesn't quite fit with the build, so we gotta dig it a little deeper on this side. It's probably going to bring us all the way up here. Like that, right? Right? Yeah. It'll blend in well right there. So we'll get this kind of, tied in a little better like that. Pushman. Yeah, if I follow that line there, that'll bring it down to a reasonable slope for what we've got going on here. And okay. All right, now we're starting to get closer to that. That's better. Yeah. We'll make this work. And it's going to be good. Let's put that one back. $18. Probably got about 10 minutes left. I can, I'm probably going to call it after that just because, I don't know about y'all, but these hiccups are annoying me. Give me a little bit of an ab workout. That's a plus, right? Gravy. All right, I'm feeling that. Excuse me. How much lower is this going to be? The reward crates are back. Yay! That seems silly to cheer about. But... So they tried doing something different on here on the server with the spawners first of all, and as a result, they changed the way we get our vote rewards as well. I'm not really sure the connection there, but I honestly lost a lot of vote crates because of that. When they changed it, they didn't have any way to transfer stuff over, and I miss the fact that they're doing it. So like, screw me. Or whatever. So that was fun, but excuse me, I did catch it this time when they changed back. They reverted everything, and I used up all the vote points that I had and bought a lot of spawners. Why the two had to be connected, I'm not sure, but maybe it's just the way they felt was the best to balance it. Thanks for the follow. I'm not sure if you're watching the stream right now, but Lisa Heron, thanks for following Day. We're doing okay. Doing okay. Yeah, just digging out some deep slate here on the stream. Having a problem with some hiccups, so I won't be doing this for too much longer today because it's getting painful to try to focus with that going on. But yeah, normally I try to stream this for a few hours on Thursdays, but just not feeling it today, but that happens sometimes. How are you doing today? I'm really just tying the slope of this mountainside in with our buildings that we have here, because I wasn't feeling it, so I'm trying to get that pulled in a little better. I'm just going to cut through down there, I think, eventually. Whoop. So let's do that and that. And I think that got unfollowed. Cool. All right. Well, I made an hour and a half. I'll give you that. I don't think. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Goodness gracious, I can't do this. I'm gonna call it for this stream. Okay. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks for watching. I'm glad for the no new follows. They seem to have followed and unfollowed, or one account just totally disappeared. They came out here, followed, and then just like deleted their account. That was a real person, I'm sure. All right, well, I can get out of here. These hiccups are not helping me, so I'm gonna call it today. Saturday morning, Satisfactory. We're gonna get into that. Hopefully, I can make some actual real factories now, not this. I'm trying to collect all the resources and get something set up to start transporting into a main area, but goodness, not doing too well with that. So thanks for watching today. We will get more going on the stream Saturday. Hopefully won't have hiccups then. They don't last that long. They'll be gone at some point today, I'm sure. So thanks so much for watching, and we will catch y'all later in another stream. So have a good one. Bye-bye.